What's up, Scentsy fans? It's Patricia and welcome to another week of Tester Tuesday, a spot where I review Scentsy scents with you based on my home and my nose and my warmer setup in the hopes that might help you decide if a scent's going to work for you. And the best part is you guys tell me which scents to warm by voting at the end of the video. So last week we had quite a few votes and we had a clear first place winner and then another scent that kind of snuck in. So let's get started. So let's talk about our first place scent for the week. It is Pink Leather. It had 40% of the vote. It's this dusty rose colored wax. It's between light and medium when you smell it on cold, and it's an LTO, which stands for limited time offer. And it's actually August scent of the month. So starting August 1st, you can get this and it will be featured at 10% off for that month. And Scentsy has put this in the fruity category. Now I remember when I smelled it on cold sniff, I wasn't sure about that category, but I think I do agree with it once I've warmed it. So let's read the scent description. Scentsy says, wild strawberry, topped with rich toasted vanilla, adds a lovely sparkle to smooth pink leather. So I warmed this 4 times, but the first time I fell asleep and I just kept forgetting to check on it. But when I did check on it, the strawberry was very familiar and I'm like, why can I not place this strawberry? And eventually I did. It reminds me a lot of the strawberry part of Strawberry Rose. So if you've smelled that one, kind of similar. Now it talks about rich toasted vanilla. There is a richness to this scent. The vanilla, I believe, is in there because it's kind of one of those scents that I really like. I'm not really sure about the toasted part, but I'm just thinking instead of a basic vanilla, it just adds a little bit of depth. So there we go with that. Now the last thing it talks about is smooth pink leather. And I'm thinking, I don't know what the scent note of pink leather smells like. So I thought, well, let me go look into it because what I was getting from this scent was like a girly, feminine, fruity, perfumey kind of scent. Not so much leather. I typed in pink leather fragrance oil and I think I came across something called strawberry leather fragrance oil. So I'm like, because that's the only thing I could kind of stumble across. And let me read you what it says. And this kind of summarizes the scent for me. It says, distinct, rich, and sensual. This warm and luxurious aroma embodies the classic and timeless character of strawberry, underlined by notes of smooth leather, exotic woods, and vanilla on a bed of musk. That's kind of what this is to me. I'm thinking to myself, is that what they did with this one and just tweak it a little bit? I don't know. But scent appeal on cold sniff was maybe like 6 to 7 out of 10. Once I warmed it, scent appeal was probably like 8 out of 10. I really liked it better once I warmed it. More of the strawberry came out. Now the strawberry came out first, and then as that died off, you were getting some of the other things a little bit more noticeably. I still don't really get a lot of leather. Like if you're someone that doesn't like leather, I'm not sure if you would, I don't know if pick up leather, but it reminds me more, maybe they should have called it pink suede because it kind of reminds me of my mom. She has this like pink kind of jacket thing that's got like a suede characteristic and I feel like it would smell like this. So anyway, let's talk about the 3 spots I actually paid attention to. So I put 2 cubes here in my bedroom, 4 cubes between 2 warmers down in Drew's room, and 2 cubes in the entranceway in a full-size warmer. They were all full-size warmers. Now, strength and throw, it wasn't the greatest. It was, here in my bedroom, it was about 6 out of 10 max. I left it going a day and a half. The first 3/4 of that time I could smell it. The last 3/4, it just made the rooms smell kind of like a gentle, warm perfume, but very soft in the background. And that's kind of what I got in all the spots. Drew's room, it was about 5 out of 10, and I left it going a day and a half. I have a note here on day 2. It was like a warm, sensual, light amber kind of scent. And in the entranceway, I felt like I could smell it at about a 5 out of 10 intensity. And I also felt like it dropped off there the fastest. So I still have it going. I just forgot to change it. But I have a note. Day 1, I put it in around 8 a.m. And at supper time, I said I was looking for it when I walked in. And on day 2, it was very gentle and I could only smell it when I walked close by the warmer. All right, so I think if you're someone that likes Strawberry Rose, you might like this. I also got little like flashbacks of Ravenclaw. So maybe if you put those 2 together, you might get something like pink leather. I don't know. I would say if you're going to warm this, for me, it's a really good bedroom scent. And for me, it's probably a 1-dayer. And if you want to warm it in another area, just make sure it's small and contained because I don't think this would do well in a big area for sure. And I think for time frame, I would say this time as you're heading into the cooler months of fall, or coming out of winter and you're heading into spring. That's when I'm probably going to warm this. I think I will do some mixes with this. I have a note. I would like to try White Sands, Simply Vanilla, Vanilla Cream, Vanilla Waves, Ravenclaw, and Specific Sandalwood. Any of those would do well, I think, directly in the warmer. So I have a note. I'm fixated with this because I really like it, but I'm a little frustrated because I can only smell it for a short time. But I'm hoping with some cure time, this might improve. Will I repurchase more? I think I have this plus one more, so I'm probably okay. If it performed a little bit stronger and a little bit longer lasting, I would probably put it in my club. But the way it is now, probably not. So that is Pink Leather. All right, let's talk about our second place scent for the week. It is Squeeze the Day. This is a long-standing scent, and we just have never covered it in Tester Tuesday. It had 17% of the vote, so it just snuck in there, and it's a bright yellow colored wax, about a medium plus on cold sniff intensity, and Scentsy has put this in the citrus category, and it used to be a scent of the month, I believe from either, I think 2021, summer of 2021, or even 2020, I think, 2020. So let's read the scent description. Scentsy says, a tart and true fragrance of pure lemons balanced by a hint of vanilla cream. And I have a note that the lemon is very sugary, it's intense, it almost smells to me like a lemonade crystal powder mix. When people smell this, they do say, a few people do say it leans a little bit cleaner lemon for them, so it kind of is on that border for a few people, but for me, I don't get the clean lemon, I just get a nice lemon. There's a note, vanilla cream, I have written down. It reminds me of the bottom part of a orange creamsicle, so not the orange part, but that creamy part of the bottom. You kind of get that at the end. It's just kind of it just kind of hums along. So at first, it's a pretty intense, sweet, noticeable, sugary, kid-like lemon, and then you get the finish. Once that intensity dies down, you get the nice, gentle vanilla cream. I do really like this one a lot. So actually, I did warm my brick because I have a brick. Some people think bricks are not as strong as bars. I haven't really paid a lot of attention, but what I did was I weighed my brick amount to equal what I would use in bar form. So in my open layout, I usually use around 6 cubes. So I ended up using 6.5 bar cubes equivalent from my brick. Strength and throw is about 7.5 out of 10 down on my open layout. And it did really well for about the first 8 hours, and then it just kind of died off. And usually I just leave it going and I supplement it with a new wax, something like a Walmart or a vendor wax in other warmers, just for the evening. Now in Ryan's room, that's the other spot I warmed some of this. And I put the equivalent of 2 cubes from a bar in his warmer. And it was between 8.5 and 9. Now he has a small bedroom, but it just kind of goes to show if you put something that is around a 7.5 in a big area and you put it in a small bedroom, it goes up dramatically. So I did leave it going about a day and a half. The second day it was very, very light. So the first day it does okay, and then it's very, very light. So I'm calling this as a one-dayer as well. I think if you like scents like yellow or lemon sorbet, you probably have also tried Squeeze the Day. Lemon sorbet has grapefruit and sugar cane. I feel like it's a little bit more gentle, but more sophisticated, a little bit fancier. And sparkling lemon, I think, has lemon, grapefruit, and pineapple. And I feel like the pineapple just kind of brings it home. It's kind of a little bit more full. I don't know if that's a good way to describe it, but I think if I had to pick, I'd actually prefer sparkling lemon over Squeeze the Day. But I haven't warmed this a lot, so I should probably get on that. So with regards to Squeeze the Day, I have a note here that it's great for open layouts, probably kitchens, and also thrives as a mixer. And you can get it in the Scentsy Club in a brick form, and you can just cut bits off and add it to other things. I've recently mixed it with French lavender to get like a lemon lavender effect, and that is very nice. And I don't really like French lavender, so it's a good way for me to use it up. This one is actually staying in the catalog. So just as a side note, you can rest assured you can get it in bar form. Will I be repurchasing Squeeze the Day? Yes, it's probably one that I always like to have on hand. It's a good one, a good solid one, and it was actually, I think, the best-selling scent of the month ever. So Squeeze the Day, setting some records. All right, I actually forgot the box. I had to go get it. So now it's time to vote. If you're new to my channel, I'm going to draw 6 scents from the box, and you're going to pick 2 different scents. Put them down in the YouTube comment section by early Wednesday morning, please. And if you don't have YouTube, you can find my Instagram post and put your 2 votes there. Now I did cheat again, and I hand selected 6 wax bars that we have not reviewed yet. Some are old, some are new, etc., etc. So scent number 1 is an older scent, but seasonally appropriate right now for a little bit longer, and it is fresh cut grass. Scent number 2 is probably leaning a little bit more fall-like. It's a former Bring Back My Bar spiced grapefruit. Same thing. Scent number 3, a little bit more fall-like. Cherry clove chutney. That is no longer available, but we always want to hear about Scentsy scents if you're a Scentsy addict. Scent number 4 is a former LTO. It's one that I have in my club that I haven't discussed in Tester Tuesday. It is Snuggle Up. Also, another club bar, but I have not covered in Tester Tuesday, one that I really like, from the Hookah collection, Woolly Slippers. And last but not least, a scent that is returning in the fall and winter catalog that for some reason I have not done a Tester Tuesday video on. It is Scary Good. So thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. If you like these kind of videos, I do them all the time, every week, so don't forget to subscribe. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.